Hey everyone, my name is Joanna. Are you sitting at your desk, scrolling through your phone and dreaming about your next great adventure? Well, stop dreaming and start planning, because I'm about to convince you that Mexico absolutely must be at the very top of your list. This country is a universe of its own, a vibrant tapestry woven with ancient history, breathtaking nature, and a culture that welcomes you with open arms and a plate of the best food you've ever tasted. Now I know what you might be thinking. You've heard of Cancun's all-inclusive resorts and the bustling energy of Mexico City, and while those places are incredible, they are just the first page in a very long and exciting book. Today we're flipping past the introduction and diving deep into the chapters that most tourists skip. We're going off the beaten path to uncover the hidden gems, the magical towns, and the authentic experiences that will stay with you for a lifetime. And most importantly, we're talking about the real costs. No vague estimates here. I'm breaking down exactly what you can expect to spend on everything from a street taco to a boutique hotel, from a cross-country bus to a guided tour of ancient ruins. This is your ultimate guide to experiencing the real Mexico for every style and every budget. So grab a notepad and let's get started. Our journey begins in the heart of the country, the magnificent, sprawling, and utterly captivating Mexico City, or CDMX. This is one of the world's great capitals. Top attractions are endless, but you must start at the Zocalo, the city's main square. From there, you can visit the Metropolitan Cathedral and the National Palace to see Diego Rivera's murals. Don't miss the Palacio de Bellas Artes for its stunning architecture and the world-class Anthropology Museum. For a unique tour, take a day trip to the Teotihuacan Pyramids, just an hour away. You can climb the Pyramids of the Sun and Moon for an unforgettable view. A group tour costs around $40-$50, but you can also take a public bus for about $6 round trip and pay the $5 entrance fee yourself. Food-wise, CDMX is a paradise. You can't leave without trying tacos al pastor, which you'll find on street corners for less than $1 each. A sit-down meal at a casual restaurant in trendy neighborhoods like Condesa or Roma will set you back about $10, $15. Hotels range dramatically. You can find great hostels for $20 a night, stylish Airbnbs or mid-range hotels for $70, $120, and luxury stays for $250 and up. Getting around is easy and cheap with the metro system, where a single ride costs about 25 cents. Uber is also widely available and very affordable compared to other major cities. Next up, let's head south to the cultural and culinary soul of Mexico, Oaxaca. This city is an explosion of color, art, and flavor. The streets are lined with colonial buildings painted in every shade imaginable, and the air is filled with the smell of roasting chiles and chocolate. This is the land of the 7 moles, and you have to try as many as you can. A plate of mole at a local restaurant costs around $8, $12, but the real star is the street food. Find a vendor selling tlayudas, a giant, crispy tortilla topped with beans, cheese, and meat, for about $3. It's a meal in itself. For attractions, the ancient Zapotec city of Monte Alban, overlooking the valley, is a must-see. A tour costs about $20, or you can take a local bus for a few dollars. Don't miss a trip to Hierve el Agua, the stunning petrified waterfalls. And of course, you're in the heart of Mezcal country. Take a tour of a local palenque or distillery to see how this smoky spirit is made. These tours often cost around $25, $35, and include generous tastings. Hotels in Oaxaca offer incredible value. You can find charming guest houses for $30 a night and stunning boutique stays for around $100. To get here from Mexico City, a comfortable overnight ADO bus is a great option, costing around $40, $60. Now, let's travel to a city that feels like it was pulled straight from a fairy tale, Guanajuato. This former silver mining town is a labyrinth of winding, narrow alleys, subterranean tunnels that used to be a river, and plazas filled with music. There are no traffic lights or big intersections in the historic center. All the traffic flows through the tunnels underneath. The best way to explore is simply to get lost. A guided walking tour is a great way to get your bearings and costs just $10. For a truly unique experience, you have to join a callejera. These are nighttime walking street parties led by student musicians in traditional Spanish attire. They sing, tell stories, and lead you through the alleys for about $10, $15. It's pure magic. Key attractions include the stunning Teatro Juarez, the macabre but fascinating Mummy Museum, and taking the funicular up to the Pipila Monument for the best panoramic view of the city. Food is hearty and affordable. Try the local specialty, enchiladas mineras, for about $5, $7 at a local eatery. Accommodation is plentiful, with hostels from $15 and beautiful colonial-style hotels from $50, $90 a night. Guanajuato is well connected by bus to other central Mexican cities like Mexico City and Guadalajara, with fares typically in the $25, $40 range. Alright, let's talk about the place everyone has on their Instagram feed, the Yucatan Peninsula, home to Cancun and Tulum. While it can be touristy, you can absolutely have an authentic and affordable experience here. My advice? Skip the all-inclusive resorts in Cancun's hotel zone unless that's your specific goal. Instead, stay in downtown Cancun or in Tulum town, not on the pricey beach road. Here, you'll find hotels for $50, $100 a night and get a much more local feel. The main attractions are the Mayan ruins and the cenotes. Chichen Itza is a world wonder, but can be crowded. A tour from Cancun or Tulum costs $60, $80. For a less crowded alternative, visit the ruins at Coba, where you can still climb the main pyramid, or the stunning seaside ruins in Tulum itself. The real magic of the Yucatan lies in its thousands of cenotes, natural freshwater sinkholes. You can find everything from open-air swimming holes to vast underground cave systems. Entrance fees range from $5 to $25 depending on the cenote. Food here is distinct. You must try cochinita pibil, slow-roasted pork, often served in tacos for a couple of dollars. A fresh seafood dinner in Tulum town might cost you $15, $25, a fraction of the price on the beach. Transport is easy. The ADO bus network is fantastic for traveling between cities like Cancun, Tulum, and Mérida. For shorter trips, use the local colectivos, shared vans that run up and down the main highway for just a few dollars. From the Caribbean, let's head west to the birthplace of two of Mexico's most famous exports, tequila and mariachi. Welcome to Guadalajara. This is Mexico's second-largest city, a hub of technology and tradition. The historic center is beautiful with its grand cathedral and plazas, but the real draw is exploring the surrounding region. You absolutely must take a day trip to the town of Tequila. You can even take the Jose Cuervo Express train for a festive, all-inclusive experience for around $120, or opt for a more budget-friendly bus tour for $30, $40. You'll walk through blue agave fields and learn the entire process from plant to bottle, with plenty of tasting. In the evening, head to the nearby town of Tlacopac, famous for its art galleries, craft shops, and fantastic restaurants with live mariachi bands. Food in Guadalajara is legendary. You must try birria, a rich, spicy stew of goat or beef, and tortas ahogadas, or drowned sandwiches. A huge torta will only cost you about $4. Hotels are very reasonably priced. You can find modern, comfortable hotels in the trendy Chapultepec area for $60, $100. The city has a light rail system for getting around, and Uber is also very common. Guadalajara has a major international airport, making it an easy entry point to the country. If you're craving sun and sea but with a different flavor, let's hit the Pacific coast and visit Puerto Vallarta. This city has a charm that's hard to resist, blending a classic beach resort vibe with a beautiful traditional old town. The main attraction is the Malecón, a mile-long seaside boardwalk buzzing with sculptures, street performers, and vendors. Spend your days exploring the Zona Romantica, the romantic zone, with its cobblestone streets, lovely cafes, and vibrant nightlife. For a unique tour, take a water taxi from the main pier to one of the secluded southern beaches like Yelapa or Quimixto, which are only accessible by boat. The round trip costs about $20 and takes you to Paradise, where you can hike to waterfalls or just relax on the sand. The food scene in Puerto Vallarta is phenomenal. From high-end gourmet restaurants to simple beachside shacks grilling fresh pescado, zarandeado, or grilled fish for about $10, $15. Hotel prices vary widely. You can find budget guest houses in the Old Town for $40, mid-range hotels for $80, $150, or splurge on a luxury all-inclusive resort for $300 and up. Local buses are easy to use and cost less than $1 to get you almost anywhere you need to go in the Bay. So what's the bottom line? The bottom line is that Mexico is not one single destination. It's 100 different worlds rolled into one. Whether you have $50 a day or $500 a day, Whether you want to climb ancient pyramids, surf Pacific waves, explore colonial cities, or just eat the best tacos of your life, there is a corner of this country that is perfect for you. The best, most memorable, and most authentic experiences often happen when you step away from the crowds and allow yourself to get a little bit lost. It's about choosing the local bus over the private shuttle, the street stall over the fancy restaurant, the small guest house over the massive resort. It's about being open to the unexpected. So, are you ready to swap those tourist traps for a real soul-stirring adventure? Are you ready to discover the Mexico that lies beyond the brochures? I hope this guide has inspired you and given you the practical tools to start planning. There are so many more cities we could have covered, like the colonial beauty of Puebla, the artistic enclave of San Miguel de Allende, or the northern powerhouse of Monterrey. Let me know in the comments which Mexican city is calling your name, or if you have any hidden gems of your own to share. I'd love to hear where you'd go. Until next time, I'm Joanna. Happy travels.